Hello, guys and ghouls. Welcome to day 4 of a retro review week. Today, I'm reviewing Wave 4 Rochelle, Venus, and Robecca. This is one of my favorite releases because each of their personalities and styles are so different from one another. They also remind me of Skulltimate Roller Maze, which is an awesome film. First up is Rebecca Steam, who's gearing up to be my favorite doll of the three with her robotic features and this beautiful black and blue hair. It was a mess straight out of the box, but I curled it with a simple method that I uploaded a tutorial on. It's almost as old as Rebecca, so you may need to scroll down far to find it. She's wearing these cool steampunk goggles to keep the dust she's leaving her competitors in out of her own eyes. Steampunk is one of my favorite styles, so you can safely guess who my favorite doll from this trio is. I think her copper color looks much better on screen than on the doll because it's too matte here and far too metallic on her Comic Con doll. I don't know why we ended up with two extremes, so I made a third in metallic silver. Her name is Robecca Electric, and I'll be sharing her story in a separate video. Robecca has beautiful gear-shaped irises and dark brown lipstick. I put gloss on her eyes so they would look more robotic. They're also matte straight off the factory press. I love her earrings. Her whole clock motif is amazingly cohesive with the gears and bolts on her dress. I don't know why her skirt is in this blue cage, but blue is my favorite color, so no complaints there. There are little bolts running along her arms and legs that remind me of how Ghoulia reassembled Robecca in Skulltimate Roller Maze. That montage is so special because without it, we wouldn't even have this amazing doll or her awesome character. Thank you, Ghoulia. We appreciate your work. Another cool textured feature of hers are these gears that spin right in her legs. They're very pleasant to play with while one thinks and daydreams. I highly recommend it. I pulled out all my metallic paints to highlight the incredible detail put into her clock purse, which opens. The most epic aspect of this doll are her rocket boots.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
I didn't notice this until I actually bought her, but they actually put rocket blasters at the bottom of her boots. The amount of detail that went into these laces and the sides leaves me in awe. Her pet is also my favorite because it was my dream as a child to have a robotic pet that wouldn't shed or make a mess, and she has a robotic penguin with a jetpack. It's hard to watch inanimate objects living your dreams. On to the second skater, Rochelle Goyle has straight hair that reminds me and so many others of cotton candy. She has a swirled headband to match her earrings and necklace. I love her ear mold, which is made of a softer plastic than her body, so it bends. She has the biggest eyes of any Monster High doll prior to the googly eye reboot. Her eyebrows make her look quite sad, so I'm glad her bangs cover them on this doll. Her style is gothic with many classic French elements like the black and white striped shirt, fleur-de-lis purse, and the best part of all, her cathedral sculpture-printed skirt. If someone made a skirt like this in my size, I would gladly wear it. She originally had pink fishnet socks, but I have to keep her in full-length tights because I broke her leg at the knee when I was a child. In my younger self's defense, I was trying to help her win the gymnastics Olympics, and she won! Her shoes were entirely gray, so I saw them as a blank canvas to paint on. I'm able to appreciate the swirls and fleur-de-lis from far away much better now that they don't blend in with her gray legs. Her pet is called Roux, which is quite ironic since he's not ginger anywhere. I like that his tail and wings are made of the same flexible plastic as her ears, and of course, that he's a griffin. Last is Venus McFlytrap, daughter of one of the coolest plants ever. I think it's funny to imagine that the Venus flytrap from Little Shop of Horrors is her father. She has an eco-punk rock look that I didn't appreciate as much when I was a child, but now her hair takes my breath away. It's so long and soft in two different ways. The shaved side is fuzzy and the long side is smooth. I'm also impressed by the fact that the designers were able to make colors that are opposites on the color wheel look so good together. I don't know anyone who could rock neon pink and green like this. She has beautiful blue eyes accentuated by bold eyeshadow and oh so many fangs. I love that almost as much as I love the leafy shape of her ears. I think this is who Poison Ivy dreams of becoming one day. I love this little vest she has on with her custom skelette. Remember when Monster High gave each character their own skelette design? You can see the artistry and attention to detail in every print and fabric chosen for her. Venus has vines on her arms and legs too. Am I the only one in all of these dolls, or did they Swave actually raise the bar for signature dolls? Of course, Venus had a tote bag long before it was cool, and by cool I mean stores stopped giving them out or began selling them. I've actually had a tote bag with all the main Monster High characters on it for ages, but I never use it because I don't want to risk damaging something with sentimental value. Venus has awesome boots with even bigger teeth than hers and viney heels, which I painted black. Her pet Julian is also a Venus flytrap, but I'm not worried about him being a human trapped in a plant because Venus would never do that. His leafy mohawk is so cool from the side. Retro Review Week will continue with the Boo York and Freak du Chic dolls. If you're enjoying this nostalgia trip, like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any retro reviews.